Adam is a young man who lives in a busy city. Every morning, he wakes up early and goes to work. His life is simple, but sometimes he feels bored. He feels that every day is the same. One morning, Adam decides to stop at a small coffee shop near his office. He usually walks past it, but today he wants to try something new. Inside the shop, the smell of coffee is warm and comforting. While Adam is waiting, he sees a woman looking confused. She checks her phone again and again. Adam realizes that she is lost. Adam takes a deep breath and speaks to her. "Can I help you?" he asks politely. The woman smiles with relief. She explains that she is new in the city and cannot find the address she needs. Adam listens carefully and shows her the way. He even walks with her for a few minutes to make sure she understands. After that, Adam continues to work. He feels different. Helping someone has changed his mood. He feels lighter and more confident. In the evening, Adam thinks about his day. He understands something important. Small choices can change how we feel and how we see life. That night, Adam goes to sleep with a smile, ready for a new day. David was a young man who lived in a crowded city near the sea. The city was always noisy. Cars moved fast, people walked quickly, and everyone seemed busy all the time. David worked in a small office as an assistant. His job was not bad, but it was not exciting either. Every day looked the same, and slowly David started to feel tired inside, not in his body, but in his heart. Every morning, David woke up at 7 o'clock. He took a quick shower, drank a cup of coffee, and left his small apartment. He walked to the bus stop and waited with the same people every day. Some looked angry, some looked sleepy, and some looked lost. David often looked at them and thought, "Are they happy? Or are they like me?" At work, David sat behind his desk and checked emails. He wrote reports, answered phone calls, and followed instructions. His boss was strict but fair. Still, David felt that something was missing in his life. He wanted more, but he did not know what more really meant. One evening, after a long and tiring day, David walked home slowly. The sky was orange and pink. The air was soft and calm. Near his building, he saw an old bookstore. He had never noticed it before, even though it had always been there. For some reason, David stopped and went inside. The bookstore was quiet and warm. The smell of old books filled the air. Behind the counter, an old man with white hair was reading a book. He looked up and smiled. "Good evening," the old man said. "Good evening," David replied. David walked between the shelves. There were books about travel, life, history, and dreams. One book caught his attention. Its title was The Road Beyond Fear. David opened the book and read a few lines. The words felt deep and honest. Without thinking too much, he bought the book and went home. That night, David could not sleep easily. He read the book again and again. It spoke about change, courage, and listening to your heart. One sentence stayed in his mind. If you stay where you are, your life will stay the same. The next morning, David woke up with a strange feeling. It was fear, but also excitement. For the first time in years, he felt alive. Days passed, and David could not stop thinking. He started to ask himself questions. What do I really want? Why am I afraid to change? One Friday evening, David made a decision. He asked for a short vacation from work. His boss was surprised, but he agreed. David packed a small bag and decided to travel alone to a quiet town in the mountains. He did not know anyone there. He did not have a plan. He only knew one thing. He needed time to think. The journey was long. The bus passed green fields, small villages, and quiet roads. David looked out of the window and felt calm. For the first time, he was not checking his phone every minute. When David arrived, the town was small and peaceful. People greeted each other in the streets. Children played outside. The air was clean and fresh. David stayed in a small guest house. The owner was a friendly woman named Anna. She welcomed him with a smile and a cup of tea. "You look tired," she said kindly. "Yes," David answered, "but in a good way." Every day, David walked around the town. He talked to people. He listened to their stories. Some were farmers, some were artists, some were teachers. They did not have much money, but many of them looked happy. One afternoon, David met an old man sitting near a river. The man was painting the landscape. "That's beautiful," David said. The old man smiled. "Thank you. I paint every day. It keeps my heart young." David sat next to him. They talked for a long time. The old man told David something important. Happiness is not about having more. It is about understanding yourself. That sentence stayed with David. After 2 weeks, David returned to the city. But he was not the same person anymore. He felt stronger and clearer inside. He went back to work, but now he saw things differently. He started learning new skills. He spoke more confidently. In the evenings, he wrote about his thoughts and dreams. Months later, David made another big decision. He changed his job and started working on something he truly loved. One night, David stood near his window and looked at the city lights. He smiled and thought, the road was scary, but it was worth it. And for the first time in his life, David knew he was moving in the right direction. Tom wakes up early in the morning. The room is quiet and clean. The light is soft. Tom sits on his bed. He looks at the wall. He feels tired, but calm. He stands up slowly. He walks to the window. He opens the window. The air is fresh. Birds sing outside. Tom listens. Tom goes to the bathroom. He washes his face. The water is cold. He feels awake now. He feels better. Tom goes to the kitchen. He makes tea. The tea is hot. He sits at the table. He drinks slowly. He thinks about the day. Today is a long day, but Tom is ready. Tom puts on his shoes. He takes his bag. He goes outside. The street is quiet. Few people walk. Cars move slowly. Tom walks and walks. He sees shops. He sees houses. A woman walks her dog. The dog is small. The dog looks happy. Tom smiles. The woman smiles too. Tom goes to the park. The park is green. The park is calm. He sits on a bench. He watches the trees. The leaves move with the wind. A man runs. A child plays. A bird flies. Tom feels good. He feels alive. Time passes slowly. The sun goes up. The day is warm. At noon, Tom eats food. The food is simple, but it is good. In the afternoon, Tom walks again. He feels a little tired, but he is okay. The sky changes color. The sun goes down. The light is orange. Tom goes home. He opens the door. The house is quiet. He sits on a chair. He takes a deep breath. Today is not special, but today is good. Tom smiles. He is thankful. He is happy. The night comes. Tom turns off the light. He sleeps in peace.